Welcome to my boring opinion.
Okay, I'm back again. In this video, I'm going to talk about the truth about 3 a.m. or the witching hour. Now, for ranking purposes or whatever, the video is going to be called The Truth About the Witching Hour, although I do not like to call it that. And I'll get to that in a second. Now, you find it interesting that that is 3 a.m. Like, you ever wonder why? What's so unique about that? Why is it always around 3 a.m.? I mean, surely you couldn't have accepted that for some strange reason. A lot of strange stuff happens at 3 a.m. I mean, you just didn't accept that it was called the witching hour or the devil's hour. I don't like to call it that either, which I'll get to that later on. You just went along with it. You didn't did you ever with that like curiosity, like get to you inside, do some research on, or did you just accept it? I'm one of those people that whenever I hear something like that, I just can't take that answer and go with it. Yeah, there's something strange about 3 a.m. It's for some weird reason it's called the witching hour. I want to know why. What's so special about it? And by the time I'd even heard of that, I've already done a lot of research into the paranormal, and I've found an interesting connection. Found that it connects one way or another to the Bible, to demons. It should probably be part of studying demonology. You should study the witching hour and the paranormal. So what I've started to notice is in my original research that when Jesus was crucified, his time of death was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So my original thought was, well, the devil must be mocking Jesus' crucifixion with 3 a.m., which happens to be like the other side of that, the flip side of 3 p.m. But recently, I was doing like a word search on in the Blue Letter Bible, so I could find the reference. But then I came across another scripture that's even more interesting. It probably makes even more sense. I found a scripture, which I put the reference in somewhere in the video, maybe towards the end or something. I found a scripture in the Bible that refers to 3 o'clock p.m. as the hour of prayer. So now everything's starting to add up. The devil's not just mocking Jesus. The devil's mocking the hour of prayer with 3 a.m. I mean, it can't be just a coincidence that the opposite side of the hour of prayer happens to be called the witching hour or the devil's hour. That can't be just a coincidence. There's more to it than that. Usually a lot of paranormal stuff and biblical and demonic symbolism is associated with the witching hour, and they somehow mock God one way or the other, if you notice the pattern. I believe that Satan uses goats to mock Jesus, because Jesus is called the Lamb of God, and I believe that pentagrams mock the Star of David. So the same thing can be said with 3 a.m. The devil is mocking Jesus. I mean the hour of prayer. So it makes the most sense that that there is really nothing special about that time. And since, like I said, the devil is only using it to attack, to mock Jesus, the hour of prayer, then really, the devil is only empowered by fear and superstition. Because calling 3 a.m. the witching hour or the devil's hour, that builds a reputation and creates fear and superstition in people. And when you have fear, you end up speaking it into existence. You end up saying it, and, well, the Bible says that death and life is in the power of the tongue. I forgot to get that verse ready. It's in Proverbs. I got the exact reference. But that's enough keywords for you to look it up. Unlike a Blue Letter Bible, death and life is in the power of the tongue. Maybe in New King James or something. Let's see. So, when you have fear and superstition and you speak it into existence, it gives the devil power, and that's what gives the devil power at 3 o'clock a.m. Whereas, if you understand what the devil is really doing with 3 a.m., if you know that he's just mocking Jesus with it, when you understand that the devil is really mocking the hour of prayer with 3 a.m., with anything that goes on, and you know that he doesn't really have any power, then, and you confess that the devil does not own 3 a.m., when you realize that, then you're not going to experience nothing at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is going to be fine. So once again, 3 a.m. is nothing real special as far as the devil is concerned. The devil is not empowered at 3 a.m. It's just like by 3 a.m. in and of itself, he's empowered by the fear and superstition that's around 3 a.m. And so, now I'm going to get to the reason why I do not like to call 3 a.m. the witching hour or the devil's hour. I thought I kind of touched on it a little bit a few minutes ago. The reason I do not like to call 3 a.m. the witching hour or the devil's hour is because, like I said earlier, it has a lot to do with that verse in Proverbs I mentioned, death and life is in the power of the tongue. And one thing, and when you speak it into existence, when you say it, that right there is part of what empowers the devil. Fear and superstition gives the devil power, and referring to 3 a.m. as the devil's hour, or the witching hour, creates fear and superstition all around it. People confess that with their mouths, speak it into existence, because of Proverbs. Now I forgot the exact reference, that death and life is in the power of the tongue. They say it, they speak it into existence. The devil has a place in their life to come in and create paranormal activity and trespass. They don't know what to do about it because of lack of understanding. And so when you constantly refer to 3 a.m. as the devil's hour, the witching hour, that in one sense empowers the devil to come in and freak you out and scare you all the time at 3 a.m. That's why I don't believe you should even acknowledge 3 a.m. as the witching hour, because it's not. The devil does not own 3 a.m. He does not own the witching hour. He is trespassing. He is using it to mock the hour of prayer. Have you ever noticed how many of these paranormal challenges revolve around 3 o'clock in the morning? That right there also kind of encourages the devil to mock the hour of prayer. And a lot of these people, they don't really understand that. A lot of these videos that I've come across, I know a lot of these videos, like, they're kids doing it. And you wouldn't think kids would be doing stuff like that. And yet, there they are. You can find them. Of course, with your kids, like people of every different age, PeerTubers and all that. It's amazing that you would still come across, kids doing it every few videos. But still, they don't understand, and people who don't understand, they're gonna constantly do that. Mess with stuff that they don't need to. I mean, it can't be just a coincidence that for some weird reason, something bizarre happened that on the flip side of the hour of prayer. Wow, this video is going to be longer than I intended it to be. So, my final words is, as Christians, we should understand the meaning of the witching hour, or, excuse me, the 3 a.m. We should understand that the devil does not have authority in that area. He does not own that. He is trespassing, he is mocking the hour of prayer. And he has no real right to be there, except to try to freak you out. But when he knows that it's not not going to work on you, because you know the real truth about the 3 a.m., then nothing's going to happen. And I've actually heard people who got the best revelation from God at 3 a.m. So, yeah, it could work either way. You don't have to experience anything demonic or paranormal at 3 a.m. There's nothing special about that, as I've been said multiple times throughout this video. And that's it for this video. Bye.
This has been my boring opinion.
Thanks for watching my video, and feel free to check out TubeBuddy. The link is in the description.